Records from the Uganda Bureau of Statistics indicate that in 2018, Uganda received 1.8 million tourists, contributing over $1.4 billion, or approximately 5.2 trillion shillings, which is about 5% of the country's GDP. Bwindi and Mgahinga gorilla conservation areas were some of the greatest contributors to the total tourism revenue. Against the government policy of sharing revenue with communities surrounding national game parks, more than 4 billion shillings was recently handed over to the 3 districts around these 2 parks. Kanungu, Rubanda and Kisoro received checks of 2.4 billion, 1.09 billion and 949 million shillings respectively. The Minister of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities, Professor Ephraim Kamuntu, handed over the checks to the district's leaders.
We are saying these communities are deserving. We are not doing them a favor. They are deserving this money because they have conserved these assets. Mankind has benefited, the whole world has benefited.
Kamuntu advised the leaders to allocate the money to its rightful owners.
I want to insist that this money benefits directly the communities neighboring the national parks. They are the communities which are affected, and they are communities on the front line of conservation, and there should be no compromise when it comes to the money disbursed to them.
However, the districts had some issues with the manner in which the money given to them was calculated.
Our good neighbor, Rwanda, is getting, I think, 1.9 billion shillings. And Kisoro, despite the fact that we have got 2 game parks, is getting 949 million. We certainly appreciate, but I think the figure should be revised upwards in the subsequent years.
And then when we have 4.479, we sit down and do a calculation based on the population. The higher the population of the parishes neighboring the park, the more income they will get.
The district leaders claim that the poor road network within the parks could be a setback to the tourist turn-up, hence leading to the little revenue available for sharing. However, the minister promised that the concerns would be addressed.
I have been embarrassed at one time when I found our guests, the tourists, being stuck somewhere, and the owners were refusing to push their vehicle out of the mud just because they wanted money.
This year, a massive effort. We are going to tarmac these tourist roads.
Though the tourism sector contributes just over 5% of the GDP, experts say that the sector continues to struggle to attract more visitors because of limited funds allocated to it in the national budget. Solomon Kawesa, NTV.